Good morning and welcome to the Marketing Breakfast. With me this morning is Patrick O'Brien, CEO of Liberty Insurance. Pat, you're very welcome. Firstly, why did Liberty choose to come to Ireland given all the difficulties in the Irish economy at the moment?
Yeah, well, first of all, we're very pleased to be here in Ireland. We're excited about the opportunity Ireland presents to us. We came to Ireland somewhat opportunistically in that we saw Quinn Insurance was an administration and up for sale, and we thought that was a suitable advocate to our portfolio, so we wanted to add Quinn Insurance to our portfolio. I think, we looked hard at Ireland and the country of Ireland at the time we were making the decision, and we're relatively optimistic about Ireland in the long term. Everybody understands that Ireland right now has its difficulties. It's difficult for everybody in the economy, and everything is quite competitive in Ireland. But the fundamentals in the Irish economy, we believe, are still strong, and in the long term, they'll be right. So if we look at some of the issues which led to Ireland's success, we think those fundamentals are still in place. So Ireland is still the only English-speaking member of the Eurozone. It's important that we retain that Eurozone status going forward. We've got a young, educated workforce, and that's very important to the future of success. We know now that many of those people are leaving, but in the past many of them came back. So we think it's important that that young, educated workforce remains. And then finally, we've got low corporation tax, and that's very important for foreign direct investment. And then one of the positive things coming out of the economic crisis, there's very few positive things coming out of it. One of the positive things is an improvement in our competitiveness. So Ireland is a much better place to do business in now from a cost perspective. Labour is down, property rates are down. So we think Ireland, in the long term, has a lot of positives and it's a good place for us to do business.
The insurance market obviously is a very busy and very crowded market, so you'll need to differentiate yourself from the current players. What are you doing to differentiate yourself, and what came out of your research that you'll be focusing on during that differentiation?
Yeah, the insurance market in Ireland is a very competitive market. There's a lot of players here. For a small country, we have a number of significant global players participating in Ireland, so it's a competitive market. It's to a large extent a commoditized market. It's part of our strategy in developing our strategy for the market. We looked at the market, did some consumer research to understand what consumers were looking for. And I guess consumers told us that they're looking for a couple of key things. So they're looking for insurers to provide different products to meet the different needs that customers have. There's a perception out there that insurers are only providing particular products and that there isn't different products for different customer segments. So I think there's an opportunity there from a product innovation perspective. Customers also told us, which would be no surprise, that price is key. So in the current economic environment, we've got to be very focused on price and offering value for money. Our approach there is we don't aim to be the cheapest in the market, but we do aim to offer better value. So we're going to offer good value for money. And there's a difference between value and being cheap on price. So we believe we're offering a range of products, so we're going to have quality product, we're going to offer quality service, and we're going to offer that at good value. And we've encapsulated that in our messaging. So we want to offer insurance the way it should be. So that means that we're going to do the right thing by customers. We're going to pay claims that need to be paid. We're going to act with integrity and responsibility. We're going to be transparent in our policy wordings. Some of the insights we got from customers too was that a lot of insurance companies tried to hide behind the small print. We're not going to do that. We're going to be transparent with customers. So I think in those ways we can differentiate ourselves and be successful in the Irish market.
And finally, a question we put to all our speakers: what's the most important professional lesson that you've learned throughout your career?
I think that's quite an interesting one. If I was to maybe pick out one point, I think it's its attention to detail and the equality of presentation. You can have the best message in the world, but if it's not communicated in the right way, you're not going to communicate it effectively. So it's important to take the time not only to develop the right strategy, but also to communicate that strategy to the wider market so that you're successful with it.
Pat, thank you very much.
Thank you.